From MontanaSports.com, this is MTN Sports Extra.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Extra on a Saturday night. I'm Tom Wiley. Thanks for joining us. First tonight, a pair of Big Sky Conference road clashes for the Cats and Grizz, who look to keep pace atop the league standings. We'll lead off our coverage with the Grizzlies in Utah. Here's MTN's Scott Breen with highlights from Ogden.
Montana Grizzlies clearly still on cruise control after week 9 of the college football season. Let's take you down to Ogden. Against Weber State, Montana hearing all that chatter about their past struggles against the Wildcats, but not today. Barely a minute into the game. Brooks Davis end around. 7-0 Montana. Next Grizz possession. First one only took 3 plays. This one only took 3 plays. Kaylee Iot, 62 yards. Perfect money pass to Blake Bohannon. 14-3 Montana. Their next offensive possession, where they actually burned 7 plays on this drive. Iot could have walked into the end zone backwards. Look at him, just turn around and moonwalk. 0 resistance from Weber State's defense in the first half. Here comes Montana again, still on the ground. Gilman, Eli Gilman, 122 yards rushing on the afternoon. Grizz doing all this damage today without even turning to Michael Wortham. Now, second, late first half, Weber does find the end zone. Jaylene Record celebrating like Weber State was actually up 28-10, but third quarter Wildcats still battling. 4th down play. They need this. Kingston Tisdale finds Record. Weber State within 31-17. Opening play of the fourth quarter, though, Grizz fire right back. Iot to Evan Schaefer with a rocket. He had almost 300 passing yards. Did Iot? Montana runs its record to 9-0. with 3 games left in the regular season.
What a homecoming it was for you to come back here to Utah, just 10 minutes from where you grew up. Quite the collection of fans you had up there in the Section 210. Just what was it like here playing in front of friends and family once again?
It was awesome. You know, not a lot of them get the chance to come watch me play. This is actually the first time my grandparents have seen me play live in college. So that was really awesome to get to have them here for me. But yeah, I could hear them the whole time yelling my name. But it was really awesome to be able to do that.
Offensively, you guys look great, especially in that first half. Things were humming. There was big plays left and right. I think it was over 500 yards total. What was clicking for you guys, and how were you able to spring your guys for big plays?
I think we were just able to run the ball that first half. We kind of stalled out that second half, but I don't know. We were just doing our 111. Everyone was doing their jobs, and we were clicking.
9-0 now for you guys, and obviously, like you mentioned, things keep clicking and rolling. Just what's working, and just how does it feel to be 9-0? And obviously, you're hitting the home stretch now of the regular season.
I mean, it feels good. You know, it couldn't be any better than 9-0. But you know, each week we got that 1-0 mentality. We got one game that we got to play, and we got to win that one.
And with that mentality, is that what you guys carry forward now as you look forward to the next game against Eastern Washington?
Yep.
Meanwhile, Montana State headed to Greeley for a matchup with a Northern Colorado team enjoying their best season this decade. MTN's Casey Conlon has your highlights.
Hello, everybody. A trip to Northern Colorado used to be a basic free space on your Big Sky Conference schedule. Not this year. The Bears have been in every game they've played, but a top 5 showdown against MSU, their toughest test. Let's go to Greeley on a beautiful day in Colorado. MSU's opening possession, they march right down the field. 2nd and goal, the little flip to Rocky Lencioni. The Bozeman High product getting worked into the offense a lot more as the season goes along. 7-0 Bobcats. Let's go early second quarter now. More from them. Justin Lamson going to go play action, load up, fire deep to Ryan King. He had 2 long catches to set up 2 field goals in the first half. Cats led 20-0 at the break. Let's go into the third quarter. Opening possession. Lamson throws the little easier pass for him to Taco Dowler. Same result for the Cats, though. 67 yards to the house, 27 zip at that point. Next possession, Lamson looking left this time to Dowler again. A career-high 138 yards receiving for Taco. Lamson's first 300-yard passing game of his collegiate career. Oh, but here's the highlight of the day, maybe the season. Northern Colorado trying to score in the 4th. Pass tipped. It's picked by defensive lineman Talon Marsh. And the Helena, Montana native rumbling down the sideline. He's got the whole sideline for company, and he will score. 80 yards, and the celebration is on. Cats cruise 55-7. They've won 7 straight. Casey Conlon for MTN Sports.
Again, a beautiful day here in the state of Colorado as number 4 Montana State takes down Northern Colorado 55-7 to remain undefeated in Big Sky play. As we welcome you back upstairs, everyone, Ben Creighton, Ty Gregorak, and Ty, we saw it a week ago in San Luis Obispo. Justin Lamson couldn't really get into a rhythm. Yeah, that was not the case today. A career day for Lamson.
Yeah. I'd say he found his rhythm and found it early. I mean, over 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, another one with his feet. I mean, you can see he started finding Ryan King again, which was awesome. Taco had a massive day. He was awesome. He was great, man. Again, he's been nails and fourth right now in the country in completion percentage. He's been awesome. That was the last one of his day, and he's good, man. He's really good.
Yeah, with those 3 passing TDs, 1 in the end zone that you saw right there. Can't forget about Taco Dollar. He also had a career day here in Greeley.
Tough to forget about him when he has, two big scores, and he's special. It's like, where's he been the last couple weeks? Oh, he's around. It's just when he goes off on a play like this and a big explosive screenplay that he ends up as a house call. Fun to watch him have such a big day. Great corner out here in the red zone. Taco was Taco.
I mean, just that acceleration, so hard to catch up with him. Because you look at the stats, career highs, 331 yards, 138 for Taco Dollar. I mean, we got those 2 guys just absolutely clicking. Hard to stop.
Yeah, we gave Lamson the player of the game. Tough not to give it to Taco, but again, we could give the defensive player of the game. I mean, it was a complete day by the Cats in my mind, man.
A complete, perfect transition right there from you. The defense, I mean, they didn't allow a single point up until about the final minute of the game when basically their 3rd stringers were in the game.
Yeah, anyone who made the charter flight got to play today, which is the way it should be when you have a dominating performance like this. Cheeks, who you and I both think is an outstanding player, he didn't do a whole lot today, and I kind of questioned it, and then this play right here. this was the icing on the cake, the highlight of the day. Look at the sideline, man. Fantastic way to really kind of finish the day, getting a big defensive tackle, his first touchdown, and rumbling for a long way. He's probably exhausted after that play.
You saw the interview with Grace Lawrence. Paul Broad even saying basically, he's better than me. I mean, that's some high praise right there. We'll see how Broad responds next week. We'll see you next week. Speaking of that, when Montana State takes on Weber State. But from Greeley, Ben Creighton, Ty Gregory, 55-7 the final.
Still ahead, we're crowning state soccer champions. Find out who left the pitch with hardware when Sports Extra continues.
Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by MontanaSports.com.
It's state championship Saturday on the soccer pitch across Montana. We'll begin with the Class AA boys title match between Hellgate and Gallatin. Here's MTN's Luke Shelton from Bozeman.
Hey everyone, Luke Shelton here at Bozeman Sports Park for the Class AA Boys Soccer Championship between top seeds Gallatin and Missoula Hellgate. The Raptors in the title game for the first time in program history, while the Knights are hunting for their 8th championship in the past decade. Let's get right to those highlights. Well, Hellgate wastes no time as off the favorable bounce, it's DU Mercy Ascende hitting the back of the net, and the Knights strike in the first minute. But let me introduce you to Gallatin senior Ezekiel Layton, and here he is scoring off the assist from Max Graham in the 15th minute to tie this game up. And now on to the second half, and Graham and Layton team up again to give the Raptors a 2-1 lead. And now watch this as Layton tees himself up and then knocks in the header, and he notches a hat trick as the Raptors seize the state championship with a 3-2 victory over Hellgate, and Gallatin has earned its first ever boys soccer title. In Bozeman, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
Let's go! Amen Park here in Billings, the site of the Class AA Girls State Soccer Championship game this afternoon between Gallatin and Billings Senior. The Raptors, the runner-ups last season, while Senior is in its first title game since 2013. Senior pressuring Gallatin throughout the opening half. Meadow Maulmeister taking a look at goal, but the Brunk Jr. can't find the net. 45th minute now, and Maulmeister gets free. She freezes the keeper, and that makes it 1-0 Senior. Now in the 78th minute, Gallatin gets some life. Avery Hill with an unbelievable chip shot off the bounce. It beats the Senior keeper, and we're knotted at 1 in the closing minutes. But Maulmeister buried one from long range just 9 seconds later as the Bronx claim the state title with a thrilling 2-1 win.
If you work that hard, like the pressure is just like, it's not there. You're just confident as long as you keep working at it. So after they scored, I was like, just give me the ball, Maggie, and I took it.
It's Championship Saturday for the Class A soccer tournament where the boys and girls champions will be crowned. Let's take a look at which teams ended their season at the top in the state.
Polson hosted Whitefish in the Class A Boys Soccer State Championship. Pirates get it started early as Roman Sawyer with the free kick from near midfield takes a big bounce and Afton Hatch is there to head it in. Polson up 1-0 in the 13th minute. Now just 2 minutes later, another free kick for Polson. The ball gets loose in the box and Truman Sawyer is there to clean it up. Pirates up 2-0 just 15 minutes in. Second half now and Whitefish with an opportunity, but Polson keeper Maddox Bird comes up with the save. Now Polson is pouring it on in the second with Hatch getting a cross into the box and he sneaks it past the keeper and that makes it 3-0 Pirates. And just for good measure, good ball movement from the Pirates ends up on the foot of Roman Sawyer, who puts it in and Polson wins it 4-0 for the first championship in program history. Columbia Falls hosting Big Fork in the Class A Girls Soccer State Championship. The first half was a scoreless effort thanks to terrific goalie play, starting with this save by Elena Dort on the Peyton Gunlock shot. But the second half was a different story. In the 21st minute, Riley Bird sets the corner kick up perfectly for Tatiana Raymond to knock in the header and break the deadlock. Shortly after, the senior captain Mila John sneaks one past the goalie to extend the Wildcat lead. After a lull in the action, Taylor Rogers delivers a perfect cross to Annika Lawrence, who buries it in the back of the net. She would add a second goal around 30 seconds later, and that would be all she wrote as Columbia Falls fought to their second state championship in school history with a 4-0 victory. In Columbia Falls, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports.
Just ahead, the first round of high school football playoffs across the state. Which team survived and advanced? Find out when Sports Extra continues.
We'll be right back with more MTN Sports Extra. Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by MontanaSports.com.
24 first-round playoff games on the schedule this week as high school football teams survive and advance to the state tournament brackets. In Class B, MTN's Derek Joseph takes us to Eureka, where the Lions host the Fairfield Eagles.
The Fairfield Eagles were hosted by the Eureka Lions. To start off, it was the Lions QB Rogan Lytle who makes a big completion to Tice Van Orden, which sets up his teammate Aiden Helgert for the easy goal line touchdown. On Eureka's next drive, it's Emmett McKim who gets the long catch and run and plows through the defenders at the goal line to extend the Lions' lead to 14-0. Fairfield seemed to have no answer for Eureka in this one as Josh Lambertson gets the toss near the goal line and waltzes into the end zone for the third touchdown in 3 drives. They showed out on defense as well, with Tice Van Orden picking off Brock Peace and running it down the sideline. That set up Rogan Lytle to break off a
Johnny Walker here in Lincoln for the first round of the 6-man high school football playoffs as the Lynx host Custer Hysham Melstone. CHM, your 3 seed out of the South. Lincoln, the top seed out of the Northwest.
1, 2, 3, 2.
And winner advances to the 6-man state quarterfinals. Both teams trading blows all the way through. And just sit back and watch this touchdown grab by Zach Bogdanovich to put Rebels up 22-14. Still in the second quarter here, and Lincoln's Caden Riddle weaves through traffic, shakes off a defender, and he is gone. We're all tied up at 22 apiece. And then Lynx finally pull away in the fourth quarter. That's Austin Solberg grabbing the short pass and racing untouched into the end zone. So Lincoln keeps their state title hopes alive in front of their home crowd.
Power, Dutton Brady, and Big Sandy each finished this season as the 2 seed in their respective 6-man divisions. And Saturday saw the 2 schools meet in round 1 with the Titans having home field advantage. Let's see which team earned the right to keep on playing.
Let the 6-man playoffs begin as a pair of 2 seeds go at it for the right to keep their seasons alive. We had a scoreless first quarter, but early in the second, the Titans found their stride as Mason Vick connects with his brother Tanner, and he will find open space for the game's first score. And then how about Tanner Vick laying the hammer down here? What a hit. Big Sandy would tie the game at 8, and the Pioneers looking to go into halftime up a touchdown as Wes Cox tries to rush it in from a yard out, but he's stopped before the goal line. Then with PDB up 14-8 in the third, Big Sandy's Carter Jarenka finds Tommy Santel on the sideline, and he'll make defenders miss to give the Pioneers their first lead 16-14 following the converted PAT. But the Vic duo strikes again for the Titans as Tanner breaks a couple tackles to stay in bounds for the game-leading touchdown in the fourth quarter. PDB advances on 30-16. In Dutton, Will Charlton, MTN Sports.
For updated high school football pairings and brackets, visit montanasports.com. When we come back, who's in, who's out? We'll look at your NFR finalists from Montana and Wyoming with Sports Extra.
Welcome back to MTN Sports Extra, powered by montanasports.com.
Well, we now know which local cowboys and cowgirls are headed to December's Super Bowl of Rodeo in Las Vegas, with the PRCA and WPRA releasing their final audits. MTN's Scott Breen shows us who's in and who's out at this year's National Finals Rodeo.
The 2021 college champion, Three Forks, Montana.
Taylor Moykins is ready for the Las Vegas Lights. She'll compete for the first time in barrel racing, ranked number 10 in the world, earning over $142,000. Last year, she just missed the NFR's top 15 cut, finishing 16th while balancing college at MSU. Moykins upped her rodeo count from 66 to 87, and it clearly worked. Lisa Lockhart returns at the number 6 spot in the world. Bareback deuces are wild for Helena newcomer Sam Peterson. The 22-year-old is number 2 in the world with a little over $222,000. He's this year's only bareback qualifier for Montana or Wyoming. Columbus Cowboy Weston Timberman, who made his NFR debut a year ago, finished 22nd in the standings. Saddle Bronc, Powell's Brody Wells is back for another go. He's 6th in the world after debuting last December as an NFR rookie. Melstone Sage Newman not far behind at number 8. This will mark Newman's 5th trip to Pro Rodeo's Big Dance. His career earnings over $1 million. Brody Crest from the Cheyenne area rolls into his 9th NFR at number 10 in the money standings. Helena steer wrestler Ty Erickson, he'll be back. The 2019 world champion sits just under that top 15 cutoff. He's 14th. In the team roping, Clay Tryon's son Tyler missed the header cut by about $12,000, closing at number 19. No local healers are into the NFR either. Tie-down roping, Miles City world champion Haven Medjid survived a month-long back injury hiatus, gets in 13th in the world, and his wife Shelby is chasing her second breakaway roping world title. She is well within reach at number 3 in the standings, less than $13,000 off the lead. Volborg's Joey Williams rides in at number 10 with over $110,000. Scott Breen, MTN Sports.
Well, that's our time for this edition of Sports Extra on a Saturday night. But remember, the conversation continues online at montanasports.com, where you can find recaps from state soccer, scores from divisional volleyball, and updated pairings for state football. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful remainder of the weekend. We'll see you next week on Sports Extra.